wanted to get your thoughts on what happened last night in Boston with the fans throwing the bottle at Kyrie and just the fans in general. It's kind of like not all of them, obviously, but kind of like one or two, just kind of bad apples kind of ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, it's not anything that should happen. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about it. I think enough has been said. Fans are important for our game. But at the end of the day, there's a respect, there's a humanity, we got to treat each other with respect. And it's all right to cheer, boo, and do all that. But when you start throwing bottles, spitting, throwing popcorn, those are things that just can't happen. We know that, though. We already know that.
Thank you, Coach.
John Clark.
Hey, Doc. Tyrese Maxey was talking this morning about the message from the veterans about treating this like a Game 7. How important have the older guys or the veterans been with the younger guys about the mentality of closeout games?
Well, I don't know. This is the first one, so we will see. I think they've had pretty good focus. I will say that, John. But again, you don't know that until the game manifests itself and you see how we handle things. You just always have to keep your guard up in the playoffs. You can never let up. You can never let down. You have to keep pushing. And this is not what we're playing for to win this game. I mean, we're playing for much more than that.
Next, we'll go to Rich Hoffman.
Hey, Doc, it seems like some of the success you guys have had in this series has been, pushing the ball up the floor, Ben, creating some advantageous matchups in one-on-one. How much do you talk about that on both ends of the floor, like the cross-match game and how important it is maybe getting back and, pushing the ball up the floor?
Yeah, it's all we talk about, Rich. We talk about it both ways. Defensively, you don't have a man in transition. Find an open man and communicate it. Offensively, create as many cross matches as you can. When Joel runs or when Ben pushes it up and his guy's on the other side of the floor, and trying to cross over to try to get him creates threes for us. And so we've been doing that all year. And when Ben does it well, we're really good. Last game, he was fantastic at it.
Does that maybe even take more importance with your team because Ben sometimes is guarding players who would not be guarding him on the other end of the floor?
I think it's important to our team because Ben has the skill set, because there are times where that's true. And then there's times the guy that's guarding him, he's guarding. But once we get a rebound and we can get it to him in open floor, he just has a skill set. It's no really different than like you could say Magic Johnson, who was always cross matched, but you knew when he got the ball, you better get back because he was a one-man fast break. Jason Kidd was very similar as well, and Ben does the same thing.
Chris Miller.
Doc, Scotty has really tried everything to try to counteract what you guys are doing. The latest tonight is Daniel Gafford in the starting lineup. A rim-running athletic guy like that, what kind of challenges does he pose, at least in the start of the game?
Yeah, he created problems. We talked about this morning that we wouldn't be surprised if we saw him starting, of their bigs, and so all of them. And Lynn had a good game in the first game, but he has really created offensive rebounds. He's rebounded the ball well for them, but his speed down the floor, and so that's something we absolutely talked about.
Thanks, Doc.
Time for two more questions. We'll start with Austin Krell.
Hey, Doc, all throughout the season, transition defense has been something you guys have focused on, and then you took the week to go over it. Do you feel like in this series, the team's transition defense has improved to a point where you feel like it was really a helpful week before?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever happy with that, but we've definitely got better. We couldn't have picked a better opponent to work on it, I'll tell you that. They put so much pressure on you in transition that, it's really love or die. You have to get back. You have to get matched or they're going to get everything they want. So, our guys have been really focused on it, and that's good. That'll serve us great.
Thanks, Doc.
Final question. We'll go to Paul Gant.
Doc, how are you, sir?
Good.
Doc, so if you guys win today, you'll have about a week off before the start of the second round. Would that concern you, being that there is the possibility for rust?
I would love the problem. That's what I would say. It's a problem that I think we all would like to have. We got to earn that, though. We haven't gotten there yet. But if that does happen, it's a problem that I'm all for.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Guys.